What's up, sports bettors? Tonight's going to be a night. I got 4 parlays for you. So I think we got like 16 different picks, tons of value in the market, NBA player props, NHL player props, MLB. Let's get into it. So let's get into the first parlay. And I say this all the time, but there can be value on any sports book, right? You're going to see I have bets on Prize Picks, I have bets on WinBet, I have bets on FanDuel. Right? Because all sports books, they all set lines independently, you never know where the value is going to be on a given day, which sports book is going to be slipping up. So you can see right here, my first play from the Odds Jam positive expected value, positive EV tool. So this is the tool where I find most of my plays from. You just select the sports books you use and it shows you value in the market. There's no BS. It just shows you profitable bets with an edge. Right? So this play, really good profit margin, 3.28%. So a lot of people will look at this and they'll be like, oh, 3.28% profit margin doesn't seem that good. But what you have to remember is this game is today. So your returns in sports betting are generally daily, right? You generally have daily ROIs in sports betting. So if you can get a 3.28% ROI on all your bets and you're betting on sports every day, over the course of a month, 30 times 3.28% is almost 100%. So you're almost going to have an 100% return on capital, which is absolutely insane if you think about it, over the course of just 1 month. You know, people talk about, oh, stock market goes up 8% a year. This is 3.28% in 1 day, right? So because all sportsbooks set lines independently, really as a sharp bettor, you're just looking for value. So you can see Struce under 2.5 made threes. This is minus 145 odds on Fliff. I mean, that is insane value. Caesars has this at minus 199 odds. Bet Online has this at minus 196. Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, they have this at minus 185. FanDuel minus 184. So long story short, as a sharp bettor, you're using all these data points in the market. Every sportsbook posting odds, FanDuel, WinBet, every sportsbook posting odds on a particular bet is essentially a data point telling you where the line should be set. And all these sportsbooks are pricing Struce's under around like minus 185, minus 190 odds. You're getting minus 145 on Fliff. So this is a crazy, crazy line discrepancy. Crazy. Right, so we're going to get into some bets on Prize Picks, but my first parlay, I mean, this play was absolutely insane. Struce under 2.5 threes. It doesn't get much clearer than this. I mean, you have various data points, right? FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings, Bet Online, Pinnacle, PointsBet, TonyBet. All these sportsbooks are pricing this around minus 190. We're getting it at minus 145. Follow the data. I say this all the time, don't trust your gut, right? You got to do something different if you want to beat the sports books. 99% of sports bettors, they trust their gut. They place bets on FanDuel. That's why they lose money. That's why the sports books are in business, because people aren't looking for value. They're not finding plays with an edge. So my next play is Keegan Murray under 18.5. Points plus rebounds plus assists. So once again, clear value. Most sportsbooks have this around minus 150. And you can keep going through. You can see there's a bunch of profitable plays. LeBron under 26.5 points. Herter under 14.5 points. Donovan Mitchell under 9.5, 29.5 points. A lot of player props. You know, and I say this a lot too, but like I follow the value. So if there's more value in the NBA, I'll have more bets on the NBA. So today there's some strong value in NBA player props, including Struce under 2.5 threes. So I have more bets on the NBA. So long story short, I'll show you my 2 parlays here now on Fliff, and then we'll dive into Prize Picks. So right here, you can see my parlays on Fliff. I say this all the time, but get as many sportsbooks as you can, right? Sometimes there's value on FanDuel. Sometimes there's value on DraftKings, Fliff, Prize Picks, whatever. More sports books, more books that can screw up means more profitable betting opportunities. So more. Get more sportsbook accounts. Let's get after it. Let's make some money. So we got down some profitable plays on Fliff, and now let's get into Prize Picks, right? So I got a bunch of plays on Prize Picks, and I've explained this before, but you know, when you look at a regular sports book, like when we're looking for value on Fliff, there's a bunch of odds, right? Most sports books have odds, right? The Cavs are minus 235 odds tonight on WinBet. So Prize Picks is a bit different where there are no odds on this platform, right? Any 2 picks you select, you're always getting a 3x payout. Doesn't matter if we take an NBA first quarter pick. Doesn't matter at all. Any 3 picks you select, you're always getting the same payout. So I've explained this before, but because Prize Picks is a fixed parlay platform, they don't vary your payouts based on your picks or you selecting over or under. All you want to do, right, to beat Prize Picks is you want to find spots, again, following the data, where sportsbooks are telling you an under or an over is heavily favored. So for example, you can see Keegan Murray PRAs is a great play to include, as well as Kevin Huerter under 14.5 points. Right? All the sports books, every single one, Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker in the world, they all have Herder's under heavily favored. And because Prize Picks, they're not changing your payouts based on you selecting over or under or based on the picks you choose. You just want to find spots, right, where books have one side heavily favored. And here you can see FanDuel has the under for Herder all the way down at -158. DraftKings is at -140. So this is a great play to include in your entry. Right? So another tool I use is called the OddsJam Fantasy Screen. So we are just looking at the positive EV tool, which is right here. So this is the most profitable betting tool on OddsJam. This is the tool where I find most of my plays, like these plays on Fliff. But because these fantasy sites, right, they're not changing your payout based on you selecting over or under, OddsJam has a different tool called the fantasy screen. And what this fantasy screen does is it, literally just scans the sports books. Like you can see Kevin Huerter right here. It reads in all the odds from sports books. So here we see Kevin Huerter again, under 14.5 points, and it shows you the player props that are most likely to win. So any of the plays in green are profitable on Prize Picks. Right, so you got Keegan Murray under 17.5 PRAs, Kevin Huerter under 14.5 points. Prize Picks, they're not changing your payouts based on you selecting over or under. So this is exactly what you're looking for, right? Spots where sportsbooks have one side, in this case it's Herder's under, heavily favored. So we have AD over 22.5 points, Murray under 17.5 PRAs, Huerter under 14.5 points, Elder under 5.5 hits allowed, right? So MLB, there can be value in the MLB, NHL, whatever. We're just following the value. We're just trying to find the sharpest bets on Prize Picks, the player props that are winning at the highest rate. So you'll see here Acuna Jr. under half of a run, Sam Hilliard under half of a base, Donovan Mitchell under 34.5 points plus assists. I say this all the time. All I do in these videos is I show you what I put my own personal money on, show you what I'm betting. So Elder under 5.5 hits allowed, D. Mitch under 34.5 points plus assists, Russell under 4.5 first quarter points. This is first quarter points. Murray under 17.5 PRAs, AD over 22.5 points. So that's the first one I went with. And then the second one I went with is Huerter under 14.5 points, Elder under 5.5 hits allowed, Acuna Jr. under half of a run, Hilliard under half of a base. So you can see these right here, right? All these plays in the Braves game, under. All these plays in green. All sports books have the unders heavily favored for these three players. And then we have Donovan Mitchell under 34.5 points and assists again. So a bunch of player props to make the big bucks, hopefully on Prize Picks tonight. Let's get after it.